don't know how well the camera can pick this up, but standing in this one spot right here, it just sounds so good. If you guys can hear that bass, it's incredible. I love this sound so much. So while I am on my way home, I figured I would answer a subscriber question, which actually I've received this probably, I don't know, maybe about 5-6 times over the past year. As my channel is becoming more popular, there's other people who obviously subscribe and watch my videos who are curious about this particular question or topic. And I have a subscriber who is starting their own YouTube channel, and they want to know or want tips or tricks or things to look out for, advice, I guess. So while I'm driving home, I figured I'd give some advice. This is for those in particular who are curious about this, so this video won't be interesting to anyone who's not looking to start their own YouTube channel. First of all, I will say that I believe that the glory days of YouTube are gone. I believe that so many people have seen how much money you can make on AdSense, and basically anything possible thrown at the wall and see what sticks kind of deal. And that's really no fault of any one person or YouTube. It's just that it's become such an attractive way to either make a career, support your family, or just supplemental income, that anybody is willing to just throw whatever out there and just keep throwing videos and throwing videos and throwing videos until they have a hit, or until they finally start making money on the minutes watched or page views or whatever. And you know, that's the state of YouTube now. Not necessarily bad, but think about for example, car sites, car channels, that is. There are probably about 10,000 different channels related just to cars, and every time I see one of these channels or a video, it's always somebody completely new and different. You've got the main anchors like Car and Driver, Cars.com and things like that, but then you've got these obscure kind of, you can tell that they have just a point and shoot camera and they're doing some review. And I'm not talking about amateur reviews, I'm talking about they try to have a professional standpoint or professional feel to their videos, and you can tell right from the get-go that you know, they're just trying to add or be unique or whatever, and it's unfortunate that it's not really working for about 90% of them. As I said, you always have those big anchors that stand out, that everybody knows and whatever, but then you have, you know, 1,000 other copycats to go with it. Not necessarily copycats, but you know, they say, oh well, if this guy has 1 million subscribers, I can do the exact same thing and get 1 million subscribers. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, in order for you to start your own channel, you have to be unique. If you want to just blend in with the rest of the group and hopefully make some money, I'm telling you right now that you're not going to. I mean, yeah, after years of plugging away at it and just throwing videos of everything up, eventually you're going to get noticed or seen, or your videos will be searched for, or whatever. But really, in the grand scheme of things, you're not going to be successful unless you have a very unique channel. And YouTube is great because you don't have to be critiqued. You don't have to be supported by any other company. You get a camera, you record video, and you upload it to YouTube for free. And it's amazing, and it's really come a long way in that respect, where there's been a lot of creative breakthroughs and viral videos and things that wouldn't never be possible without YouTube. And they still do happen, but they just don't happen as often, because everybody wants a slice of the pie. Everybody wants to get out there and try to make a name for themselves and try to be famous and whatever. And I just think that those days are gone. We're still going to have those viral videos, obviously. We're still going to have those breakout success videos, those unexpected success stories. We're still going to have that stuff, but it's just not happening as often. YouTube isn't that, whoa, you guys need to go out and check out this video, or whoa, look at this new platform, or wow, YouTube's amazing, because all that stuff is gone. And now YouTube is a part of everybody's lives. It's just there. It's like Facebook. It's like when Facebook was first starting to become popular, everybody's like, you need to get on Facebook because it does this and this and this and this and this, and it's amazing. Well, now Facebook is just kind of, oh, yeah, all right, so you got a Facebook page, so what? And the same is for YouTube. I mean, even at work when I'm talking to the guys at YouTube, they're like, oh yeah, I got my own YouTube channel. Well, what do you have? Oh, just I recorded a Call of Duty video. How many hits do you have? Oh, a couple hundred. It's like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but then they've got all these aspirations about, they want to be some big star and whatever. And it just won't happen, because there's 10 million other Call of Duty videos out there that, you have to come up with something to stand out in the crowd. So anyway, that's what I'm really trying to say, is you have to be unique in this day and age of YouTube. My goal on YouTube is not to become popular, not to make a bunch of money. It's for me to enjoy editing, shooting video, and the company of others who are like-minded, who enjoy the content, and I feed off of that. So it's just one of those things where my goal in it is not to be rich. It's just not. I mean, I really don't make hardly any money on it. Yeah, I have seen an increase, over the past year, but I'm not on my way to making six figures like some of these guys are. I mean, they're crazy popular. I mean, I've got such a niche kind of segment. Grand Prix GXP, some how-to videos on my car, some solar videos. And that's basically it. I mean, really, that's it. So I'm not sitting down thinking, oh man, how can I really break through and become successful and whatever. It's not what I'm thinking. So you just need to find a way to be successful by being unique. Come up with a unique channel. Be regular about it. Don't just throw everything out and say, here, I hope I get as many hits as possible. Be unique about it, and really engage your viewers. So to continue, what I'm really trying to say is what I've already been saying, is that there's nothing wrong. I'm not trying to discourage you from making your own YouTube channel, if not for just the excitement of being able to put up your own videos, your own creations. Being discovered will depend on just how unique your channel is and how interested people are. It's just like television. When sitcoms come out or whatever on the various networks, some make it, some don't, and occasionally you have a runaway hit that was just unexpected, or possibly expected, or something that's just semi-successful that they keep on for a couple seasons or maybe even longer. And so that's really how you make it. But I mean, YouTube is so crowded now that if you want to find something on YouTube, chances are you will be able to find it on YouTube. Chances are somebody has done it already. So look for that angle. Look for that unique thing that no one else does, and you may actually have something on your hands. I mean, really. But if just to have the experience of your own channel and getting videos up and interacting with the people who may come across your channel, if that's what you want, then it's not too difficult to actually do that. But if you are looking for success, then it's going to depend on how hooked you can keep your audience and run your channel like a business. So have regular episodes of whatever on these days or these hours or whatever, and keeping in touch with your subscribers, your viewers, is a big deal. It really shows that you, who may or may not be successful or are starting to become successful, it really shows that you, man, that's gotta upset somebody. I hate that when that happens. It really shows that you, as the creator, the content owner, are really into your fans. Because when you become successful, when you become quote unquote a movie star or whatever, then it's easy to get caught up in the fame, and it's easy to get caught up in the daily routine of being famous or whatever. And the people who actually got you where you are today feel like they're basically not being given any attention. I mean, that's just basically what it is. And so I guess, I don't know, it's just one of those things where you need to sit down and really think about your approach, decide on your equipment, because nobody likes to, I mean, there's always that kind of that charm of having an amateur-like quality to your YouTube channel, but this day and age, even the worst camera phones on the market still do a really good job of recording video, making content. So it's hard to give advice because I'm not one of those top success stories. In no way. I mean, I've been on the air for 5 years now, and as of this video, my subscriber count is slightly over 730. So I'm not what anybody would call a success story. I mean, yeah, getting 1 or 10 or 100 subscribers, is something, and I'm not trying to downplay each of those subscribers. I'm just saying that I've never had a runaway hit or anything else like that where suddenly I'm raking in 4 or 5 figures a month, or I mean, it's just I'm not exactly one to go to for that kind of advice. But I can tell you that a good idea is sometimes waiting to be discovered. And if you have that good idea, you never know when you might actually take off. You never know, you might appeal to a group of people who have been waiting for a channel like yours, content like yours. You just never know. So I say, what's the harm? You know, don't unless you got a gut feeling, don't invest a whole bunch of money on equipment and so on that you're going to regret buying just to be disappointed. When you do get your first set of videos up, don't be watching them every single second, and if you don't get the hits you're hoping for or whatever, don't get discouraged. I mean, for the first year, I maybe a couple hundred hits at most in all my videos, and I did have one video that was moderately successful, but it didn't exactly put me at YouTube fame. I mean, it was just kind of like a how-to video. So what haven't I said that's already been said before? YouTube is a great platform for creativity with the potential to actually make money off that creativity. But unless you have something so unique, so individualized that you are going to have a devoted following group of people who can only get that from you, then I don't want you to get your hopes up. And to be honest, for a little while I did have my hopes up. Money wasn't my big aspiration or anything else like that. I just kind of hoped that I would have a following, and you know, I sort of do now, but I was expecting a little too much at the time when I was starting things up and thinking, oh, you know, I could really take off here. But my attitude towards it has changed quite a bit, and this is something I love doing, and I really enjoy the feedback from subscribers, even people who don't subscribe, who just drop in, watch a video, make a comment, and leave, and never watch any of my other videos ever again. So just don't get your hopes up. Make sure you follow all of the rules of YouTube, obviously. There's a lot of tips and tricks on the Creator Studio. A lot of things that you can do to enhance, you know, make sure your tags are proper and cover everything that you need to have covered. And, you know, as videos get voted down, your exposure will decrease, and as videos get voted up, your exposure will increase. So don't make a video about trees and then throw in tags or wrong titles or something that's related to whatever happens to be trending at the time, just so you can try to get hits, because as people vote it down, it's gonna be thrown further and further down on the list of the search engine. So just be aware of that. So just be yourself, and if you are an actor, which there's a lot of people who are, then that's fine, just stick with it. But that's really all I have to say about that. I really hope that you're successful. Anybody who's watching this, who's interested in starting their own channel, you know, I love watching videos on YouTube. I spend at least 2 hours a day on YouTube, I would say. You know, not just sitting in front of my computer uploading videos and so on, but on my phone, and you know, I've got some subscriptions, and there's certain things that I search for every day and whatever. So YouTube is a very enjoyable platform. So yeah, I wish you the best of luck, and definitely keep me updated. You can send me the link to your channel that you create, and hopefully I'll be able to support you there. So, alright, take care.